You know, sometimes I try to imagine my cooking life without sheet pans, and I can't even imagine it. There are so many of my favorite recipes that I couldn't make if sheet pans didn't exist, including this spiced chicken sheet pan supper. Oh boy, is it packed with flavor. And I serve the chicken in lettuce cups. It is so, so divine. And it's nice and healthy. So I'm starting with the spice mix. I started with some paprika, and I'm adding both onion powder and garlic powder. I've got some salt, cumin, which I love, turmeric, which I really love. It's so nice and beautiful and golden. And then black pepper. Such a beautiful spice mix, and it's so, so good with chicken. Okay, that is the spice mix. So I'm gonna use half of this on the chicken, and I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of olive oil over the chicken, and I'm using really thin chicken cutlets. You could do pieces of bone-in chicken. You could do really any kind of chicken that you have in your fridge. So I drizzled on the olive oil just so the spice mix would stick, and I added quite a bit of the spice mix, as you can see. You don't have a lot of chances to get this chicken really, really flavorful, so you really want it to count. Then I turned it over and sprinkle a little bit more of the spice mix. All right, and then I'll just kind of smush it around, and that way it's nice and moist. Ooh, look how pretty that chicken is already with those spices. The paprika is such a gorgeous color. All right, so now on to the veggies. I've got a bowl of broccoli, and I'm gonna dump in some drained chickpeas or garbanzo beans, and a little bit of olive oil here too, and the other half of the spice mix. All right, and I'll stir just so that spice mix totally coats the veggies. The spice mix itself can take a sheet pan supper in a totally different direction. So instead of the spices I used, you could do oregano and thyme and, you know, give it a little bit more of a Mediterranean feel. All right, everything is coated in the spice mix. So the veggies just get totally poured over the chicken into the cracks and crevices. I love chickpeas. They are so, so good, and they're gonna get slightly crisp in the oven. And speaking of the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and put the sheet pan in the oven, really hot, 450 degrees, and it's gonna take just 15 minutes. So I mentioned that I'm gonna serve the chicken and veggies in lettuce cups, so I'm gonna make a little tomato cucumber salad that'll go over the top. So I've got some olive oil, and I just have really thinly sliced cucumbers and halved cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes, and then a little bit of red wine vinegar, little salt and pepper, and just to make it all make sense, some beautiful parsley. And I'll give this a stir, and just in the time it takes for the chicken and veggies to cook, this will sort of meld and marry and just become even more delicious. All right, so that's the tomato cucumber salad. Now I'm gonna clear up while the chicken and veggies finish cooking. It's gonna take about 10 more minutes. I think the chicken is done. It smells so incredible in this oven. Ooh, oh my goodness. The combination of flavors, and look at those roasted chickpeas. The broccoli has beautiful color on the outsides of the leaves. Oh, and I love the golden color of the turmeric in the spice mix. So good. So now I'll show you how to serve this. It's nice to have a board nearby, and you can just put all the chicken on the board because you need to slice it. I'm just gonna do one just to show you. Ooh, hot, hot. Look at that color on that chicken. It is so pretty. And then I have these leaves of Bib lettuce, butter lettuce, anything works. You can even do romaine leaves if you want to. And then basically you just take a few of the strips of this incredibly flavorful chicken, and lay them on each of the little lettuce pieces. And you want to get in here and get broccoli and chickpeas. By the way, these chickpeas are a really yummy snack too. And this beautiful tomato cucumber salad goes on. So basically, you're trying to fill the lettuce wraps almost to the point where they're too full to fold and eat. That's my approach anyway. And then a little bit of Greek yogurt. You don't need much. It just adds a nice little creaminess just to kind of go alongside all of the amazing things going on. Wow. Love this recipe. It's very healthy. You've got the cool and crisp. You've got the warm and spicy. I love when dishes are the complete package. And don't forget, this is very, very good for you. Your mom would approve.